Shopping while hungry. Who hasn't done that? You go in for 3 items and you come back with a cart full of regrets. Hello guys, I am Guy Bittencourt and I've been studying nutrition for over 20 years. In this video, I'll walk you through week 3 of my coaching program, Smart Grocery Shopping. You'll learn what to buy, what to avoid, how to read labels, and why grocery store is the best place to start your health journey. Tip number 1, don't shop hungry. When you shop hungry, your brain goes into survival mode. You tend to buy more calories, spend more money, eat more processed foods, and bring home things that you don't really need. A solution to that is eating a protein-rich meal before going shopping. That will keep you satiated for 2 to 3 hours, enough to make your grocery run and cut your costs and calories dramatically. If you're finding value in this video so far, I would love for you to drop a like and subscribe. This will not only help other people to see the channel, but we can also build a community and help each other in our own health journeys. Tip number 2, bring a grocery list. Have you tried going to a place without a map? Exactly. That's what happens when you go to the supermarket without a grocery list. You're lost and confused. By bringing a grocery list, you avoid impulsive purchases and foods that are not in your best interest. You can have something on your phone, on a piece of paper, or just a template. If you'd like, I can share my grocery list with you in the comments. Just drop a message and I'll be happy to send that to you. Tip number 3, shop the perimeter. That's where the most nutritionally dense, minimally processed, unpackaged, natural foods are. You're gonna find the most healthy foods in these aisles, and you should have 70 to 80% of your cart with these items. Now let's talk about middle aisles. The middle aisles is where usually the most processed, ultra-processed foods are. You're gonna find sodas, candies, granola bars, breakfast cereals full of sugar, and a lot of foods that's just mainly sugar. And you gotta be careful because a lot of these diseases these days are due to poor diets and foods that are found in the middle aisles. You should avoid these aisles because that's usually where the ultra-processed foods are. Foods with additives, sugar, coloring, dyes, emulsifiers, all kinds of stuff that are created in laboratories, and they're not really good for you. But most of the people tend to buy most of their foods in these aisles because they are tasty, they are easy to consume, and they last longer. In fact, 73% of the food in the US is ultra-processed. So you've got to be careful of what you put in your cart. Awareness is your first defense. You should try to avoid these aisles, but that doesn't mean they're off limits. You're still gonna find items that is in your grocery list and that's good for you. For instance, you're gonna find oils, salt, sugar, canned beans, frozen veggies, oats, and many more. But choose wisely. Now let's talk about processed foods. You might think that all foods that are processed are bad, but that's not real. Because as human beings, we need processing in order to absorb nutrients by our own bodies. We're different from animals like lions, elephants, or hyenas. We don't have sharp teeth to grab bites of something, or smaller intestines to absorb it, or even more stomachs to ferment and absorb nutrients. We need to make it somehow, and the way we found it is to cook food. In the late 50s and 60s, we started producing food in a way that we never done before. We turned the food system upside down. Now we have packaging and foods that last longer than we ever thought before. Foods that have no nutritional value, but they make you hooked. Foods that have really good coloring, but they are not natural. If you eat too much of these products, you're probably gonna get things like diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and many other problems like cancer that can lead to death. The good thing is ultra-processed foods are not that bad for you if consumed in little quantities. So let's say 20% of our diets can come from ultra-processed foods. But how to find what an ultra-processed food is? You first gotta look in the label, and if you find one or more ingredients that you wouldn't find in a normal kitchen, or your grandma wouldn't recognize it, it's probably ultra-processed. Of course, there are exceptions like riboflavin, cyanocobalamin, thiamine, and many others. They are just vitamins and they're good for you. So if you're in doubt about something, you should look on Google or ChatGPT or AI and try to find if it's natural or not. If it's not natural, I'll try to avoid it or just consume a little bit of it. Okay, so now you know what not to buy, and that eliminates a lot of the problems. But what to buy? You should buy lean proteins, fruits, legumes, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and oils like olive and avocado. The strategy is planning a week of meals around protein, carbs, and fats. That will keep you satiated, healthy, and help in your weight loss journey. The secret is eating the rainbow. In your grocery list, in your shopping cart, you should have all the colors of the rainbow because you're gonna have all the phytonutrients and micronutrients that you need to thrive and excel in life. Now, how to read labels? First of all, the label has the quantity and the calories and nutrients of this food. You first should look at the portion because not all packages have the same portion. So for instance, if in this package you have 3 ounces, but the portion is just 1 ounce, that means in that package you have 3 portions. After that, you're gonna look at the calories. You find the number of the calories and on the side of it, a percentage. And this percentage is based on a 2,000 calorie diet. But that doesn't mean it's right for you. And you should definitely look up the amount of calories you spend in a day using a calculator or the formula that you can find online. You're also gonna find macronutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and you should adequate it to your diet. Also, you should try to limit sodium, cholesterol, and saturated fats. These, if eaten in excess, they can be causes of diseases like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, and obesity. Finally, you're gonna find the ingredients list. In this list, you're gonna find the ingredients in the product by the order of most to least present in the product. Try to avoid things that start with sugar, like cane sugar, maltodextrin, high fructose corn syrup, and many others that are different names for sugar. And stick with items that are just natural and you know what they are. And additives that don't look natural, like yellow 5, red 3, emulsifiers, nitrates, nitrites, and so on. That doesn't mean you cannot have them, but you should try to avoid it as much as possible. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video, and if you like so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would like to share with you my favorite grocery stores and the ones that I don't like as much. I would start with Target, Walmart, 7-Eleven, convenience stores, Dollar Tree, dollar stores, and anything that's not selling you fresh produce, that's not really good for you. Of course, you're gonna find things like fruits, vegetables, legumes at a Target and at a Walmart. If you find them, it's just limited amounts and limited options, and you're gonna end up buying more stuff that's packaged than foods that are fresh and natural and good for you. So my favorite grocery store is Trader Joe's. You're gonna find fresh produce, you're gonna find good food, good quality. The price is not bad either. And even the packaged and frozen meals are healthy and good for you in its majority. So definitely prefer Trader Joe's if you can. If you don't, if you live in a place that doesn't have Trader Joe's and if it's far away, I would suggest things like Ralph's. If you live in the Northeast, you can find Market Basket. If you're in Florida, you're gonna find Publix. If you're in California, you're gonna find Sprouts, Whole Foods, Erewhon if you want to spend the money, and farmers markets. Definitely you gotta find good stuff at farmers markets, because usually you're gonna buy it straight from the source. There's no middleman. Food is not as processed, and that's probably good for you. So definitely try to avoid foods that are packaged, come from big chains that don't have your best interests. I hope all of this was good and helpful for you and your health journey. I hope you're less confused and you're more empowered to get into a grocery store, get your shopping cart, and buying things that are good for you and that's gonna help you in your health journey. If you feel that you got some value from this video, I would love for you to give a like, subscribe, and comment, and share with people. We are here to build a community, help each other. If you're interested in losing weight, I might be able to help. I was on a weight loss journey myself, and I lost weight many times. And on week 3 of my coaching program, I walk you through grocery store shopping, how to shop smart, and shop to help you with your goals. I would love to hear from you if you have any questions or if you like to just go through a discovery call and see if we're a good fit for each other. My link is in the description, or you can go to my website. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Peace.